the season for holiday gatherings, and often many times that means passing holiday germs. Yay. The afternoon today we have Dr. Lateef from the Toledo Clinic with more ways to stay healthy and hopefully stress-free. Doctor, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Now, how do I stay healthy? Do I just not leave my house?
No, not that. It's the holiday season, so you definitely have plans and you have to go out. So the most important thing is to wash your hands, most importantly, and then use a hand sanitizer. That's very important. Cover your sneezes and coughs. That's very important. And at the same time, if you are sick, wear a mask. And you can stay home also if that's a possibility. Yeah.
So, okay, I'm not sick, but I know someone might be when I'm out there. Are there things that I shouldn't do when I go to certain gatherings or just when I go out?
Yeah, sure. So when you are at a gathering, make sure you arrive with a little bit of food in your stomach. Like make sure you eat some proteins or fiber before so you don't overindulge or overeat so that you don't get, sicker. And so when you are there at the party, make sure you have like a small plate and then make sure you fill it with like half of it with like fruits and vegetables, 1/4 with proteins and 1/4 with like a whole grain or starchy vegetable. So and stay mindful of where you are, what you're eating. Yeah.
Well, because I've got family members who would say, but you look so skinny. Thank you. You look so skinny. You should eat more, but you should do, and I feel bad or I feel guilty, and so I don't want to say no, but is there a nicer way to say that, or do I just have to accept it and then throw it away when nobody's looking? What would you suggest?
No, you should definitely enjoy what's offered. You have to be mindful that the host has spent time making all that food. So no, don't say no, but at the same time, you have to look at yourself also. So eat, but in moderation.
Is this the time, so we're saying don't overindulge, but is this the time to let the kids go wild? Because I mean, like, think about it. They're home for the holidays. They're likely going to cough. What does my doctor call it? Community cough. They share their sneeze with the world.
Yes.
How do we stop those community sneezes from being everybody's germs?
I know. So that is kind of hard, especially when we are in a closed gathering and some people are, sick and you can get sick from their illness. So most of the time, the best thing that really helps is washing your hands. And yes, we can teach the children also that, okay, please wash your hands, cover your cough and sneezes. That's the most important way how to, keep the respiratory infections at bay.
Now, when we talk about we're in enclosed spaces, so some folks don't feel comfortable wearing a mask. Some folks do wear a mask because, of course, it's going to be a mix. If we do this maybe in a bigger room, does that lessen it, or should we just have all the doors and windows open, or we just have to just be mindful at this point, you think?
So this is a good point that to keep the window open, to have the fresh air in, that will be very helpful to decrease the pollution or the bugs from the indoor air less. Yeah, the bigger space is the best option, but of course sometimes it's not a possibility. So yeah, both ways will be fine.
Okay. And then my thought is, but if I sanitize, I have the windows open, everything, I'm not getting sick, right? This is it. I've done everything, but there's still a possibility.
Yes, of course. For that, prevention is the best, and vaccination is very important. So if you have not have been vaccinated with flu or COVID vaccine, get that. Yeah.
Is there anything else you want to make sure that we mention? Because I know when it comes to both our physical, is there any mental health suggestions that you would suggest in terms of just like we said, say no if you know yourself, but at the same time, understand that folks have tried their hardest to make sure that you're comfortable and are here today. Is there anything else you want to make sure that I mention when we talk about how important it is to enjoy but be mindful? No. So I have wrung her dry of answers. Yes. At this point, this is what it is. Doctor, thank you so much. So, of course, wash your hands. Keep your hands to yourself. Cover the child's mouth if they're not covering their own. Just be mindful of what's going on.
Exactly.
All right. Dr. Lateef, thank you so much.
Thank you.